Need advice, very bad fight. Me, 40F, him, 41M, married 14 years. One child with Down syndrome. I am a business owner bringing in around 200K. He makes around 25K and doesn't really work full-time hours because I make so much. His jobs gives everyone flexible schedules. I handle all the bills, gift giving for all family, finances, medical stuff, hiring stuff around house, take our son to appointments. He handles laundry, bathroom, and dishwasher. We have what I would call a great marriage. We spent lots of time together. Tell each other we love each other 30 times a day. He reproposes randomly to be sweet. SX life is great. Our child is a stressor, but generally I feel we do well as a team. We constantly say we are soulmates. We just have a really good marriage. Our wills even say our ashes are to be mixed when we die. Always hugging, lots of movie watching, cuddle in bed every night, and when we wake up, he has a very calm demeanor. Anyone you ask would say he is very chill. Here's the problem: when we fight, he has a complete personality change. Every fight he doesn't talk to me for days. Says cryptic things like, "I don't know if this can work." Sleeps a lot of the day in our bedroom. Shuts himself in his office. Just drinks beer. Plays on computer. Watches TV. Longest fight was 7 days. Before you ask, we are in a GPS family app circle and I know all his passwords. There's no cheating. Most of these fights he's in his office playing video games. We had a few conversations after fights like this where he explains when we fight, he feels depressed, spirals and feels unlike himself, that he feels doom like it's the end. He apologizes and says it's not how he really feels. He's just being an idiot. The next day, we are back to normal. So anyway, we had a huge fight Saturday. Basically, he loves comic books. He goes to a lot of comic book events with friends. Well, this day I got upset like, you're driving 4 hours there and 4 hours back to waste a Saturday. We had a good convo about how he feels he doesn't get to go out much and I always give me a hard time. I told him I feel small events he goes to last the whole day. Anyway, he went. Told me he would be home by 11. He wasn't. When he got home, I told him I didn't want to talk to him. He laid in bed, went to bed. I'll admit I do give me a hard time sometimes about going out. I just like spending a lot of time together. I'm obsessed with him, LOL, but he does go out to a lot of comic events. Well, the next day he ignored me, and around 5 p.m. I went up to him because I heard him crying. It took a while for him to answer me. He basically said a ton of really mean stuff to me. We don't have anything in common. We have different life outlooks. We have different politics views. We have bad communication. He needs to be alone, needs to figure things out, doesn't think G can do this anymore. Need time to decide what he wants to do. I have no friends and don't sew anything, and so he's punished by being guilt to go anywhere. I always give him a hard time when we want to go out. He feels he is just being watched. He sends me photos of places he goes to make sure he reaches a quota and won't get in trouble, doesn't know if he can live like this, and some random things like that. I failed to tell him the time of an upcoming Halloween party, even thought it's written right on the fridge. Well, it took everything in me to stay and basically say, we have been down this road where we fight and you spiral and regret these things you say to me. I tried over and over to tell him TSHD 2 days ago you were absolutely in love with me, and now you suddenly feel this way? He didn't budge it. I could only take so much before walking out upset. Hours later, he slept on the couch. I go back out and ask, why are you sleeping on the couch? I tried to continue to talk to him, but he basically reiterated he wanted to be alone. He slept on the couch without even a blanket. I had asked him, how did you feel a week ago with me? Fine, I guess. Fine. We have a great marriage. He says, what's so great about it? I walked out and slept in the bedroom. Next day, 9 p.m., I tried to talk to him again. He says, I have nothing new to say. I told him to look me in my eyes and tell me if he loves me. He told me he can't look at me. He loves me when I'm acting like a normal person. I asked him if he misses me. He smiles, I miss the way you are when you aren't giving me a hard time. I kept asking, do you love me? He just kept scoffing, I'm not answering that. Then he goes into the fact again that he thinks I betrayed him by not talking to him when he got home late like a normal person and ignored him. He feels it's a betrayal because he's told me in the past he doesn't like me to ignore him. He says it's my fault for causing him to spiral and feel like this, that nothing will change and we fight all the time. Basically, Convi doesn't get anywhere. I started crying and walked to my bedroom. He slept on couch, no blanket again. Nothing on his phone or laptop history besides comic book searches, football scores, normal stuff. The next day, third day of this, today, I spent most of the day out of the house. Did errands, dentist. I came home at 7 p.m., did my son's night routine, and went in the bedroom and closed the door. My husband is sleeping out there again. I just don't know what to do. I take things very difficult. I'm a very emotional. This is destroying me. Like chest is tight all day. I can't think about anything else. I can't pull him out of this, so I just think, is this just how he really feels? Does he just convinced himself he hates me and he's never going to be himself again? I am lost, heartbroken, and need advice. Last 3 months for context. August 3rd con, August 9th, con, August 10th, very small con. I went with him. August 25th con, August 18th, golfing with dad for birthday, but what canceled due to weather. August 31st, football draft at friend's house. September 21st was a con. He couldn't really do anything else that month. BC I work weekends, and noon can really watch out son but him. October 5th, 8 were cons. October 12th, football draft. October 19th, the con that caused this fight.